As coronavirus cases start to trend down in Michigan, the damage the virus has left behind is still on the rise.
The pandemic has increased the demand for those seeking shelter and food. Our Andrea Isom takes a closer look at the impact and how they're getting help.
You may be feeling like you just want things to get back to normal, but some people can't even imagine that because they are hungry. They don't know when they'll get their next meal or how they will feed their families. That is where Lighthouse steps in. Proof of that is inside their warehouse in Waterford. That's where we were today.
It's been so much harder to make ends meet these days. Food insecurity doesn't have a deadline, it doesn't have a day off. As much as we really were hoping that we would see this need sort of decrease over time, we're getting more requests every week that just add on.
Lighthouse of Michigan has been such a jewel for those in need throughout Oakland County because they never give up. So you can count on them. You can count on the people who are here to help people. But the pandemic has changed the way Lighthouse does that because there are so many more families who have to depend on it. And believe it or not, this year is worse than last. Anna Cohn is the Director of Food Programs. It is a new position to accommodate the new and troubling need.
You look at both the job market, when you look at schools being shut down, you have kids who are more in need of lunches that they're not getting from the school system. You have folks who are home a lot more often and need to do cooking for themselves. The stimuli that existed last year from the government, they just don't exist this year. So people aren't getting that extra income. Of course, unemployment is not what it used to be. People are still struggling. We want the COVID crisis to end, but it's not as easy as flipping a switch. And especially when you think about the industries that are really suffering, like the restaurant industry.
And essential workers who are at a greater risk of contracting COVID, those without health care or simply not enough.
We're going to be steadily giving out 2,000 boxes of food a week to families anywhere between 2 and 7 people.
But it is not just about handling hunger. Communities of individuals are lacking the necessary hygiene products, household goods, and the list goes on.
We just launched a partnership with the Michigan Humane Society to provide pet food. We also recently launched an initiative working with the United Way to give out tablets for people over the age of 65 who may need telehealth assistance. Yes, we have the vaccine, and yes, things are getting better, but it's not going to be overnight.
Not at all. That is why Lighthouse of Michigan can never go dark. But they need your help with the mission. So if you can give money, food, or donate your time by volunteering, please go to our website, WXYZ.com. They will be grateful for anything you have to give. I'm Andrea Isom, 7 Action News.